Hi, it's Mandy back with another video. So this is actually the next in the sequence, which hopefully I'll order when I post them this week. And this one is TBD, right? Another acronym. I'm good for acronyms that nobody knows because I make them up. This one actually you do know. It's more simple than you think, and it's really just to be determined. And the point of this video with respect to those that are diagnosed with autism spectrum disorders really is to address these times of uncertainty. The couple videos that I did before this address some explanation of the rules and why these kids are comfortable in the rule-bound situations and the expectations, knowing what to expect. And when we see behavioral responses that are maladaptive, oftentimes they're as a result of a violation of that rule in that child's head. Because when this happens, this should happen. When this doesn't happen, this really messes with my inner world. And then I can have an anxious response, I can have a frustrating response, I can have an oppositional response. So this is what I was trying to explain and set the groundwork for in the executive functioning videos and the two prior to this one. So today I want to talk about TBD and what's going on currently with the COVID virus. It's one of the hardest things that I'm hearing over and over again, week after week, with the kids and the young adults that I work with who are diagnosed with spectrum disorders is when is life going to go back to normal, right? So this is a fair question for everybody. Everybody is concerned about this. Some of us are engaging in watching the media and watching news and trying to keep abreast of things. However, I think we all can agree that no matter what you're watching, there can be conflicting sources of information. So this concept of TBD was actually created by one of the parents that I work with. So thank you for that if you can help someone else with this video. And how I used to talk about it when I used to work with kids that were younger with this concept was sort of a maybe or I don't know. And that's a really hard response, again, because it messes with that inner script. We need to know what comes next. If we have a big question mark there, it can throw off our inner emotional balance. So some of the things that are going on with COVID right now, like I just mentioned, right? You can turn on the media one day and you see one message. You can turn it on another day, listen to another person, and you see a different message. The danger about this is for our kids who are diagnosed with spectrum disorder, and really any kids, and this is where this overlaps, non-spectrum spectrumers, autism spectrum disorders, we're all just a continuum, is that when you see these different opinions, your child can possibly overhear your young adult one opinion, one time, at one moment in time, and then affix to that information, and that becomes the outcome. Oh, that's what that person said, therefore that's my outcome, that's what I should expect, and is what will happen. As we all know, if we've been following this is changing. It's ever changing. So one of the things that you can talk about with your kids is you can teach them about opinions. And this is the way that I actually did it the other day, was everybody can have an opinion. And this person has this opinion. This person has this opinion. But everybody might not have all the information, and the information is changing. So again, try to take a step back as a parent or a guardian trying to teach your kids this, and try to put your political beliefs aside and your beliefs about whoever is saying what aside, and think about this through the lens of your child. They need to understand different people are saying different things. Now, if they need to know why, that's a whole nother conversation. But for the purpose of re-scripting this, for them to be more comfortable in the unknown, people have different opinions. Information is changing, and we might have new information tomorrow, so the answer or the rule might change. So a good response to this for your kids is to think of it as a TBD situation, or a maybe, or an unknown. So when your child is going to bed that night and says, am I going to go to school tomorrow? You would be more honest and really using this as a teaching moment to say to them, I don't know, it's TBD. And then have them repeat that back. Am I going to go to school tomorrow? What's the answer? TBD. What does that mean? It means maybe or maybe not. We don't know. We have to wait. That's a script. So even if it's repetitive and the child is saying the same things, it will help them start to understand this idea of flexibility. Is it going to be a little bit distressing? Yes, but it's real. I am going to make another video on ways to capitalize on being home, especially with life skills with your child in ways like this that you may not have thought of. So stay tuned.